In the vast expanse of space, nestled among the vibrant star clusters of the Gliese 581 system, the Galactic Hub space station buzzed with activity. It was a grand assembly point, a colossal structure floating in the black void where beings from across the universe gathered. Its docking bays, designed to accommodate a diverse array of spacecraft, teemed with vessels showcasing the pinnacle of interstellar engineering, from sleek, plasma-driven racers of the Othori to the photon-sail yachts of the ethereal Xilari. On one particular day, the routine hustle of the station was interrupted by an unexpected arrival. The docking bay doors opened to reveal a diminutive, somewhat rusty spacecraft that chugged its way in, its engines coughing out bursts of flame and smoke, a sight so anachronistic it seemed ripped from ancient spacefaring tales. Emblazoned with the fading letters SS Humility, the ship was a relic from a bygone era of human space travel. Laughter echoed through the station's corridors as news of the human ship's arrival spread. Crowds gathered, peering through the observation decks, their various eyes, some compound, some singular, and some invisible to human sight, fixed on the quaint vessel. Comments flew back and forth in a cacophony of galactic dialects, each remark a variation of amusement and disbelief. Inside the command center of the station, the director, a being known as Threx, peered down at the newcomer. Bring them to the council chamber, Threx decided, curiosity piqued amidst the mockery. Let's see what these humans are up to this time. Aboard the SS Humility, Captain Elena Miles was well aware of the spectacle her ship had caused. Her crew, a hand-picked group of Earth's finest minds and bravest souls, prepared for their debut on the galactic stage. They adjusted their uniforms, a mix of nostalgia and practicality, and checked their translation devices. As they disembarked, Elena led her team with a calm resolve. The laughter and stares intensified as the crew passed through the crowd. Undeterred, she maintained a placid expression. Today was about more than just proving the worth of an old ship. It was about showcasing the undervalued potential of humanity. Upon reaching the council chamber, a magnificent room where the walls pulsed with holographic star maps, Elena faced the Galactic Council. Representatives of various advanced civilizations sat before her, their expressions ranging from amused to indifferent. Greetings, esteemed members of the Galactic Council, Elena began, her voice steady. I am Captain Elena Miles of the SS Humility, representing the planet Earth. We come in peace, bearing knowledge and a desire to share our unique cultural heritage with the Galactic Archive. A murmur rippled through the chamber, and a member of the council, a wise old Cruxian whose tentacles shimmered with light, leaned forward. A noble intention, Captain, but why come in such an antiquated vessel? Elena smiled, a hint of mystery in her eyes. Our ship, much like our species, might seem primitive at first glance, but we believe in the value of our contributions, regardless of appearances. We hope to demonstrate that what humanity lacks in current technology, we make up for in ingenuity and spirit. The room fell silent, the laughter now a distant echo. Intrigued and somewhat challenged, the council agreed to assess the human proposal. Little did they know, the SS Humility was more than just a feeble human ship. It was the bearer of unexpected innovations, poised to reshape their understanding of this young species. As Elena and her crew prepared for the challenges ahead, the cosmic joke was on the verge of becoming a cosmic marvel. After the initial presentation in the council chamber, the curiosity of the Galactic Council transitioned into a stringent scrutiny of the SS Humility and its crew. The council decided to assess the ship's capabilities and the value of its cultural contributions before allowing any formal interaction with the Galactic Archive. Captain Elena Miles and her crew were invited to remain on the station while the council conducted its evaluations. The station's top engineers, a medley of species known for their technical prowess, were dispatched to inspect the SS Humility. They swarmed over the ship, their sophisticated scanning tools in hand, chuckling as they examined the outdated fusion reactors and the patchwork hull plating. Meanwhile, Elena and her senior officers were escorted to a series of meetings with cultural historians, scientists, and diplomats from various advanced civilizations. Each meeting was more challenging than the last. The historians scoffed at human historical records, finding them primitive and unenlightened. Scientists questioned the validity of human research methodologies, and diplomats subtly mocked human notions of politics and peace. In one particular session, a Xilari scientist, whose body glowed with a soft bioluminescence, examined the human contributions to the sciences. "Your physics is rudimentary, barely scratching the surface of quantum mechanics," he noted dismissively, "and your propulsion technology is laughably simplistic." Lieutenant Commander Zhao, the ship's chief engineer, stepped forward, her patience waning. "Our technologies have indeed been developed within the constraints of our solar system's resources," she admitted, "but they are robust and have served us well in exploring and surviving in space. Moreover, we are here to learn and exchange, not just to showcase." The cultural exchange was no less challenging. Human art and literature were met with mixed reactions. A few were intrigued by the raw, emotional expressions in human music and paintings, but most found them overly simplistic or too reliant on emotional appeal rather than intellectual or sensory stimulation. Despite these harsh assessments, Elena remained composed and diplomatic. She extended invitations to the council members to visit the SS Humility for a first-hand experience of a planned cultural exhibition. She hoped that a more personal engagement with human culture might soften their harsh judgments. The day of the exhibition arrived, and the SS Humility's modest cargo bay was transformed into a gallery of human creativity. Artworks lined the walls, holographic projections of Earth's natural wonders played in loops, and a small ensemble of musicians prepared to perform pieces from various Earth traditions. As the guests began to trickle in, the crew watched nervously. The atmosphere was tense, as many of the visitors seemed more curious about the novelty of the setting than the content itself. Yet as the music began to play, a delicate string quartet accompanied by a hauntingly beautiful earth instrument, known as the piano, the mood shifted subtly. The melodies, so different from the multi-tonal harmonics typical in the galaxy, caught the attention of even the most skeptical. The music spoke of Earth's beauty, its struggles, and its dreams. It was a moment of human vulnerability and pride, all woven into harmonies and rhythms that transcended language and species. By the end of the evening, though some skepticism remained, the laughter had died down. In its place was a budding respect, or at the very least, a curiosity, about this peculiar species from a distant corner of the galaxy, whose simplicity masked depths yet to be fully understood. Following the unexpected emotional impact of the human cultural exhibition, the Galactic Council felt compelled to reassess their initial underestimation of the SS Humility and its crew. As a measure of newfound respect, but also to satisfy their lingering doubts, the Council devised a practical challenge that would test the capabilities of the ship itself. They called it the Speed Sprint, a race across the treacherous expanse of the Helix Nebula. The Helix Nebula, known for its swirling gases and erratic gravitational anomalies, was a test even for the most advanced ships. The Council was curious to see how the outdated human technology would fare in such demanding conditions. Captain Elena Miles accepted the challenge with a calm nod. "We appreciate the opportunity to demonstrate the capabilities of the SS Humility," she declared. Her crew, although nervous about pushing their ship to its limits, rallied behind her with a mix of trepidation and excitement. Back on the SS Humility, Lieutenant Commander Zhao and her engineering team began preparing the ship. They tweaked the quantum slingshot drive, a recent innovation not yet revealed to the Council, and calibrated the navigation systems for the unpredictable nebula currents. As the day of the race approached, various delegations from the Galactic Council visited the hangar to observe the preparations. The sight of the crew manually adjusting components and using handheld tools to repair their ship was almost quaint, yet there was an air of determination that commanded respect. On the day of the speed sprint, the competitors lined up at the designated starting point just outside the Helix Nebula. The ships varied wildly in design and technology, with the SS Humility looking decidedly out of place among the sleek and shimmering crafts of other civilizations. As the starting signal blared, a deep resonant pulse that vibrated through the cold vacuum of space, the ships surged forward. The SS Humility's engines roared to life, and to the surprise of the onlookers, it shot ahead with impressive speed. Zhao had expertly harnessed the quantum mechanics to create a propulsion burst that temporarily outpaced even the fastest of the alien crafts. Navigating through the nebula required more than raw speed. Captain Miles and her pilot, First Officer Liu, worked in perfect harmony, dodging gas plumes and gravitational eddies that could destabilize their ship in an instant. The other racers, overconfident in their superior technology, struggled to adapt to the nebula's erratic conditions. The final stretch of the race was tense, with the SS Humility narrowly leading. As they neared the finish line, an enormous gas plume erupted directly in their path. Liu executed a daring maneuver, using the gravitational pull of a nearby asteroid to slingshot around the obstacle and propel them forward. The SS Humility crossed the finish line first, a moment marked by stunned silence, followed by a slow crescendo of applause from the watching crowd. The ship had not only competed, but had won, demonstrating not just the robustness of its technology, but the skill and ingenuity of its crew. The victory in the Helix Nebula race was a turning point. The Galactic Council members, previously dismissive, now approached Captain Miles with new respect. The human crew was invited to discuss their technology in detail, particularly the quantum slingshot drive, which had proven its worth under the most challenging conditions. As the implications of humanity's potential contributions to galactic society began to dawn on the Council, the mood shifted from skepticism to a keen interest. The path ahead was still fraught with challenges, but the crew of the SS Humility had earned their place at the galactic table, and they were ready to engage as equals. After their unexpected triumph in the Helix Nebula speed sprint, the SS Humility and its crew were now the focal point of intense galactic interest. The Galactic Council, intrigued by the ship's performance, convened a special session to learn more about the human quantum slingshot technology that had enabled their victory. Captain Elena Miles and Lieutenant Commander Zhao were invited to present their technological advancements in a comprehensive session attended by some of the most distinguished engineers and physicists from across the galaxy. The venue was a grand auditorium within the Galactic Hub space station, where holographic displays and translation devices were set up to facilitate an in-depth exchange of ideas. As the session began, Zhao took the stage, her demeanor calm yet confident. She began by explaining the concept of quantum slingshot technology. The quantum slingshot drive, she explained, utilizes principles of quantum entanglement and localized space-time curvature to create propulsion bursts. This allows for rapid acceleration and high maneuverability, even under adverse conditions like those in the Helix Nebula. The audience, a mixture of skeptics and genuinely curious minds, listened intently. Zhao continued by discussing the human approach to innovation, emphasizing resourcefulness and adaptability. Humanity may not have access to the same level of resources as more advanced civilizations, but our history of overcoming limitations through ingenuity has driven our technological evolution, she stated. To demonstrate the technology in action, a live simulation of the quantum slingshot mechanism was projected onto the central hologram. The audience saw a detailed representation of the SS Humility navigating through virtual obstacles, using bursts of quantum-driven speed. The display also highlighted the theoretical models and the mathematical framework underpinning the drive. The presentation sparked a flurry of questions from the council members. A particularly pointed question came from a physicist from the advanced Xyloxy species, known for their mastery of dark energy manipulation. How do you manage the energy requirements for such bursts without overloading your ship's systems? He inquired. Zhao replied, We've developed a compact fusion reactor capable of rapid energy regeneration. It's designed to synchronize with the quantum drive to prevent overloads. This integration is crucial for the sustained operation of the slingshot mechanism. As the session continued, it became evident that what the SS Humility lacked in raw technological might, it compensated with a clever integration of various scientific principles tailored to human needs and limitations. This adaptability resonated with many in the audience, who saw potential applications of such technology in their own ventures, particularly in exploration and emergency maneuvers. The revelation of the quantum slingshot technology and its underlying principles shifted perceptions among the Galactic Council. Humanity was no longer seen merely as a curious species with outdated technology, but as innovative problem solvers who could contribute uniquely to the collective knowledge of the galaxy. By the end of the session, several council members approached Elena and Zhao to discuss potential collaborations and exchange programs. The atmosphere was abuzz with excitement and possibilities, a stark contrast to the initial skepticism the humans had faced. Elena, feeling a mix of relief and pride, addressed her crew as they regrouped aboard the SS Humility. "Today we've not just shared our technology. We've started a dialogue about how humanity can participate in the greater galactic community. Let's continue to show them what we're capable of," she encouraged, looking ahead to the next stages of their mission with renewed optimism and resolve. As the SS Humility became a bridge between human ingenuity and galactic science, the potential for future partnerships grew, marking a new chapter in human-alien relations. The crew knew the road ahead would be filled with challenges, but they were ready to meet them head-on, armed with their unique blend of technology and tenacity. Buoyed by their successful demonstration of quantum slingshot technology, the crew of the SS Humility prepared for the next phase of their mission, a cultural exchange that would highlight the depths of human creativity and intellect. Captain Elena Miles and her team planned a gala aboard their ship, aiming to captivate their alien guests with an array of human artistic and intellectual offerings. As preparations for the gala went underway, the ship's cargo bay was transformed into a vibrant exhibition space. Panels depicting iconic scenes from human history lined the walls. Interactive holograms illustrated Earth's diverse ecosystems, and displays of human technological milestones, from the first computer to the latest advancements in artificial intelligence, were set up to engage and educate visitors. On the evening of the gala, guests from various species began to arrive, their forms gliding, floating, and walking through the corridors of the SS Humility. The ship's crew, dressed in formal uniforms, welcomed each visitor with a warm greeting, facilitated by translation devices that converted human speech into a symphony of galactic languages. The first part of the evening featured a series of short lectures by leading human scholars who had been part of the mission. A renowned historian discussed the pivotal moments in human civilization, using a three-dimensional timeline that illustrated the evolution of societies and cultures on Earth. This was followed by a presentation by a climate scientist, who shared the challenges and triumphs of Earth's ongoing battle with climate change, highlighting human efforts in sustainability and ecological restoration. As the intellectual presentations concluded, the lights dimmed, and the cultural showcase began. A small orchestra of human musicians took to the stage, playing a selection of compositions that ranged from classical pieces by composers like Bach and Beethoven to contemporary works infused with elements from various world music traditions. The music, rich with emotional depth, seemed to transcend cultural and linguistic barriers, touching the hearts of the audience. Following the musical performance, a troupe of dancers performed a series of dances, each representing different cultural epochs and styles from Earth. The fluid movements and expressive gestures told stories of joy, struggle, and celebration, providing the guests with a glimpse into the human experience conveyed through the art of dance. Throughout the evening, guests were also invited to sample a variety of Earth cuisines, carefully prepared to accommodate the diverse dietary needs and preferences of the galactic audience. From spicy Indian curries and savory Italian pastas to delicate Japanese sushi and rich African stews, the food served as yet another form of cultural expression, sharing flavors and culinary traditions that were uniquely human. The event was a vibrant success, leaving many guests enchanted by the rich and diverse expressions of human culture. Conversations sparked between humans and their alien counterparts, discussing potential collaborations in arts, science, and technology. By the end of the gala, The skepticism that had initially greeted the humans had largely dissipated, replaced by a recognition of the depth and value of human contributions to the galactic community. Several advanced civilizations began to see the benefit of forming alliances with humanity, not only in technological and scientific fields, but also in cultural and educational exchanges. Captain Elena Miles, observing the interactions and feeling a surge of pride in her crew and her species, realized they had achieved more than just respect. They had sparked curiosity and admiration. As the guests departed, their expressions animated and thoughtful, it was clear that the evening had laid the groundwork for meaningful dialogue and partnership. Humanity, once underestimated in the galaxy, was now poised to be a vibrant and valued member of the interstellar community, demonstrating that even a species from a small planet in an unremarkable part of the Milky Way had much to offer the vast universe. Following the successful cultural gala aboard the SS Humility, the atmosphere surrounding human interactions within the Galactic Council shifted dramatically. The once skeptical alien delegates were now engaging in earnest discussions with Captain Elena Miles and her crew, intrigued by the potential of forming strategic alliances with humanity. The council members recognized that despite their technological disparities, humans possessed a unique blend of creativity, resilience, and a rapidly advancing technological base that could benefit the wider galactic community. In the days that followed, several delegations from the more progressive and open-minded civilizations approached Captain Miles with proposals for various forms of collaboration. These ranged from scientific and technological exchanges to cultural and educational partnerships. The Tasari, known for their advanced biotechnological capabilities, expressed interest in human genetic research and its applications in medicine, proposing a joint research initiative. Meanwhile, the Venlil Consortium, a collective of species with a strong focus on sustainable energy, was particularly impressed with human efforts in ecological restoration and climate management. They proposed a series of collaborative projects aimed at developing new, sustainable energy systems that could be used on Earth as well as on other planets facing ecological challenges. One of the most significant meetings took place with representatives from the Caltech Imperium, a powerful civilization known for their advanced engineering and space exploration technologies. They were particularly impressed with the quantum slingshot technology demonstrated during the race through the Helix Nebula. The Imperium offered to assist in the further development of this technology in exchange for exclusive access to the cultural archives of Earth, seeing great value in the diverse perspectives and historical insights humanity could provide. Captain Miles, along with her senior advisors and the Earth's newly appointed Interstellar Relations Committee, carefully considered each proposal. They were mindful of the need to balance the benefits of such partnerships with the protection of Earth's interests and sovereignty. After thorough deliberation, they drafted a series of preliminary agreements that outlined the terms of cooperation, ensuring mutual benefits while safeguarding human autonomy. As these negotiations progressed, a formal event was organized by the Galactic Council to announce and celebrate the new partnerships. The event was held in the Grand Assembly Hall of the Galactic Hub Space Station, with delegates from all member civilizations present. Captain Miles was invited to speak, and she took the podium with a sense of accomplishment and responsibility. "Ladies, gentlemen, and esteemed beings of the Galactic Council," Elena began, her voice resonating throughout the hall. "Today marks a historic moment for humanity. We are honored to stand here not as guests, but as partners, ready to contribute to and learn from this vast community of civilizations." She continued, "These alliances are not merely strategic or scientific. They are a testament to what we can achieve when diverse civilizations come together, sharing knowledge and building a future that respects and cherishes the unique qualities of each species." The speech was met with enthusiastic applause, and the event continued with a formal signing of agreements, each one a promise of future collaboration and friendship. The Tasari, Venlil, and Caltech delegates each shared a few words, highlighting their respect for human ingenuity and expressing excitement about what this new partnership would bring. As the event concluded, Captain Miles felt a profound sense of pride and optimism. The journey of the SS Humility, from a derided relic to a symbol of human potential, reflected the journey of humanity itself, from isolation into the heart of the galactic community. Now, with these new alliances, humanity was poised to embark on a new chapter, one filled with shared adventures and the promise of collective growth. As humanity solidified its new alliances within the Galactic Council, not everyone welcomed this shift in interstellar dynamics. A faction led by the Draxian hegemony, known for their militaristic and isolationist tendencies, viewed the rapid inclusion of humanity into the galactic fold with increasing concern and suspicion. They feared that the unique human attributes admired by others, creativity, adaptability, and rapid technological advancement, could disrupt the established power balances. Captain Elena Miles was alerted to potential threats against the SS Humility and its crew during a confidential briefing with the Galactic Security Bureau. The Bureau had intercepted communications suggesting that the Draxian hegemony was plotting to sabotage the Humility in order to undermine the newly formed alliances and discredit humanity's standing among the Council. Taking these threats seriously, Elena convened a security meeting with her senior officers and their new allies from the Tessari, Venlil Consortium, and the Caltech Imperium. Together, they formulated a plan to counter any sabotage attempts while reinforcing the importance of their alliances. The first step was to enhance the security protocols aboard the SS Humility. With the help of the Caltech engineers, they installed advanced surveillance systems and defensive technologies that could detect and neutralize external threats. The Venlil Consortium contributed their expertise in environmental and energy shields, creating a layered defense network around the ship. Meanwhile, the Tessari provided intelligence support, using their extensive network to monitor Draxian activities and communications. This collaboration not only strengthened the ship's defenses, but also demonstrated the practical benefits of the new alliances, fostering deeper trust and cooperation among the partners. Despite these precautions, the threat materialized sooner than expected. As the SS Humility was docked at a joint research facility on the edge of the neutral zone, a covert Draxian unit launched a surprise attack. Their goal was to disable the Humility's quantum slingshot drive, making a dramatic statement about the vulnerability of human technology. The attack began with a cyber assault aimed at overriding the ship's control systems. Thanks to the Caltech security upgrades, the initial breach was quickly contained, but the Draxians followed up with a physical assault, deploying a small strike team to infiltrate the ship. The crew of the SS Humility, trained for such contingencies, responded with precision. They engaged the Draxian forces using non-lethal tactics, aiming to capture rather than harm, in line with humanity's diplomatic principles. The battle was tense, with the crew having to outmaneuver their more experienced opponents within the confines of the ship. As the confrontation reached its peak, reinforcements from the Galactic Security Bureau, tipped off by the Tessari intelligence, arrived to assist. The combined force successfully subdued the Draxian attackers and secured the ship. The incident was quickly contained, but the implications rippled across the Galactic Council. In the aftermath, Captain Miles addressed the Council, presenting evidence of the Draxian sabotage attempt. She spoke not only of the attack, but also highlighted how the collaboration among their allies had prevented a potential disaster. This incident, Elena declared, shows not just the challenges we face, but also the strength of our unity. It reaffirms our commitment to peace and mutual protection among all civilizations in this council. The Council condemned the Draxian actions and initiated a series of diplomatic measures to address the security concerns. The failed sabotage acted as a catalyst, strengthening the resolve of the Council to support the new alliances and to implement more stringent security protocols across all member territories. The incident, while challenging, ultimately demonstrated the resilience and strategic importance of the new human alliances. The SS Humility, once a symbol of human frailty, had become a testament to human courage and collaborative spirit, proving that even in the face of adversity, unity could In the wake of the Draxian sabotage attempt, the Galactic Council convened an emergency session to address the escalating tensions and reinforce the fabric of unity among its members. The incident had not only exposed vulnerabilities, but also highlighted the strength of the collective security measures put in place by the new human alliances. The Council recognized the need for a more integrated approach to security and diplomacy to prevent such conflicts in the future. Captain Elena Miles, now widely respected for her leadership and unwavering commitment to peace, was invited to lead a task force dedicated to developing comprehensive security protocols across the Council's territories. This task force would also aim to foster deeper understanding and cooperation between various civilizations, ensuring that the ambitions of one did not undermine the safety of others. As part of this initiative, Elena proposed the creation of an interstellar peacekeeping and mediation academy, where representatives from all Council members could be trained in conflict resolution, crisis management, and cooperative diplomacy. The academy would serve not only as a training ground, but also as a symbol of the Council's commitment to unity and mutual respect. The proposal was met with overwhelming support, and the construction of the academy began on a neutral planet, designed to be accessible to all Council members. The academy's architecture reflected the diverse aesthetics of its intended users, incorporating elements from various planetary cultures, making it a melting pot of galactic heritage. Meanwhile, on Earth, news of the diplomatic strides made by the SS Humility and its crew sparked a renewed interest in space exploration and interstellar science. Governments and private sectors increased their investment in space technology, eager to contribute more actively to their newfound galactic community. Educational programs expanded to include studies in alien languages, cultures, and diplomatic practices, preparing future generations for more integrated interstellar relations. Back on the Galactic Hub space station, the atmosphere was celebratory as the first cohort of diplomats and peacekeepers graduated from the newly established academy. Captain Miles, who had personally overseen much of the curriculum development, delivered the commencement address. She spoke of the challenges they had faced, the lessons learned, and the hopes for a future where conflict was met with wisdom and unity rather than force. Our journey began with doubt and scorn, Elena reflected, but through perseverance and openness, we have turned skepticism into partnership. Let this academy be a beacon across the stars, guiding us toward a future where we face the unknown not with fear, but with curiosity and cooperation. As the ceremony concluded, the graduates, a vibrant mosaic of species and cultures, stepped forward to receive their diplomas. Each one shook hands, or their cultural equivalent, with Captain Miles, a symbol of their readiness to uphold the ideals of the Academy and the Galactic Council. The story of the SS Humility and its crew did not end with this ceremony. It was merely a new beginning. Across galaxies, their tale was told as a legendary example of how underestimation could lead to mutual respect, and how every being in the cosmos, regardless of origin, had something valuable to contribute. Thus, the ship that had once been the target of laughter now stood as a testament to human resilience and ingenuity. It remained a proud symbol of Earth's entry into the galactic community, a reminder that unity and triumph often emerge from the most unlikely beginnings.